celebrating the first day of school. And even though I love seeing all the great back to school posts, I will have to say kind of the untold story of homeschooling. I've been homeschooling for 9 years now. Is I know the post, it makes it seem like, hey, everything's amazing, and don't you wish you were homeschooling too, and this is like just an amazing godsend, and it is wonderful, and I'm very glad and grateful for it. However, I will say some things that people don't talk about when you're homeschooling is you are constantly berated with questions. You are literally no personal space. There's sensory overload. There's fighting constantly, bickering constantly. So you're in this environment where you have to be parent and teacher and have to have so many things. Check mark boxes happen. It can be very overwhelming, stressful. You have to literally juggle plates all day, especially if you have a business, at-home business. So you're constantly juggling plates. You're constantly juggling attitudes and emotions. And I am essentially guidance counselor 90% of my day. How did it make you feel to do this? And how did it make you feel to do this? And let's role play this, and let's go back and apologize. And I have to be literally an emotional meltdown coordinator 24/7. It can be very overwhelming, very high stress environment. So if you are thinking about homeschooling, just be aware that it is crazy. It will possibly make you go in the car at least once a week and just cry. Just the emotional overload of it is very, just a lot of pressure on your shoulders. I mean, I am very grateful that we have a great church environment. I am very grateful for people in the community that have helped out. But we decided not to do intensive sports. We decided not to do competitive cheer, competitive gymnastics because of our businesses. We decided not to join a co-op because of the businesses. And so there's always a cost to when you're running businesses full-time, staying at home, and homeschooling your kids. You don't have the flexibility to just like, let me just drop everything, go to a co-op, let me just drop everything and go to this, because at any point you could be on call to pick up this, talk to a client, whatever. And so, unlike most people that I meet, I've never met anybody that does it like us. I mean, this is good. This is the beauty of doing your own thing. But I would say most of the people that are handling upper elementary and middle school while running businesses, they're in co-ops, they're in homeschool share groups, they're in homeschool pods, neighborhood pods. So they have a way for them to at least have something for their kids to go do a couple times a week. They have them in sports a couple times a week, so that at least you don't have to be entertainment, principal, and educator 24/7 a day. And unfortunately, just because of the way our lifestyle is and the way our businesses are and all those things, we can't do that. So a lot of the emotional toll and the physical toll comes on me and my husband, mostly me, because my husband is running the main business. And so I have to stay very sharp. And so this is why health and wellness, mental wellness, spiritual wellness is such a huge part of my personal habits, my personal daily routine, because it is survival for me. It is survival. If I don't come in, even if I do have a really good quiet time, have a really good meditation time, a really good workout, and I come in from the gym at 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, and I come home and I make a great, wonderful breakfast, and I sit down with my kids, the fighting starts. No joke. Like, I could have everything lined up mentally, spiritually, have all my ducks in a row, get all my work done, check all my emails, and I come to the breakfast table and the fights just start. The fights start. And the bickering, the snatching, and we're dealing with an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 6-year-old. So we're dealing with people that, like, kids that should know this, okay? This is like kids, this is been our life, okay? There's no excuse. I mean, they lived in the same home with the same, parents. There's nothing crazy drama happening. I mean, I just don't understand all of the things that are going on. So I have to be literally so patient and not fly off the handle and just take my time and just be like for example, today, I tell my 6-year-old to just water the plants. Of course, he waters them, but there's just water everywhere, all over the floor, the walls, my husband's guitar, my computer, like stuff that could be very, very expensive, and it just exploded. Like, he just squeezed and flew the water bottles everywhere. And I'm just like, you literally just go like this. Like, I don't even know how, like, this is the kind of stuff. And then my 11-year-old is yelling at my 9-year-old for some card game they're playing, snatching, hitting each other, throwing the cards at each other, snatching their hand away from each other, yelling. I'm like, guys, like, I don't understand. All your friends are in school for 9 hours, 10 hours a day. And they have homework. You guys only do like sit down time like 1-2 hours. You're outside playing 2-3 hours a day. You're having good, healthy meals that we spend so much money on every month. Like, I sacrificed my career to do this. Like, I'm at home every single day. Like, these are the kind of mental things that I have, the hurdles, the obstacles that I have to just mentally jump through all the time. And I just wanted to hop on here and tell you guys, it's hard. It's so hard. I mean, if you're dropping your kids off at school, that's also hard. Okay? But I don't ever want you to think that homeschooling is this wonderful little house on the prairie, like, wonderful situation. It's not. It is the hardest thing that you could put yourself through, mentally and physically. If at the end of the day, I'm not crying or I'm not physically and mentally exhausted every single day, then I know that I haven't done it right. And so that's just a little encouragement for you. If you're homeschooling out there, give me a shout out. But we go year round. We don't take summers off. We don't take holidays off. I mean, we are literally 1 to 2 hours every single day, Monday through Friday. So that's also a piece of that. But we do field trips at least every other day. We're going hiking, we're going biking, we're going museums. We have memberships to every major museum in our entire tri-state area. So we're going every week. We're involved in our church. So we are involved in stuff, but it's still hard. It's still hard regardless. So anyway, just a little encouragement for those that are homeschooling out there. Hopefully it gets better. Hopefully, if you guys are crying in cars and having some alone time in a vehicle, making a TikTok like I am, give me a little shout out. All right, peace out.